What's up guys, Zach from 88 Customs. I want to give some preliminary view of what we got going on today on the Datsun and the Porsche. As you can see, we've cut and welded in patch panels. I'll show you this side as well. This is where the old Z emblem was. Come down here. Got to fill these holes as well, patch in. You can see there's some heavy body filler in here, so we're going to take that out and hopefully be able to bang the metal out, or just leave the metal as is. I'm not really sure why there's so much body filler there, but we'll get to that once we grind it all out. I'm going to clean up all this where the hatch is, all around. Some pretty nasty stuff left over, as you can see there. This quarter I talked about before. You can see where they filled the gas tank. We pulled that metal out. It looks like there's a lot of filler here right now, but this is all going to get sanded down. There was no body line, so we brought that back, and we're going to do the finish filler putty on that. We're also going to fill where there were flares all the way around. There's also some really bad welding work here, so we're going to smooth that out, and hopefully by the end of the day have this whole quarter into primer, and then we can see where we're at, see if there's any last minute fixes as we block it. Let's see what else. This side on the door and the other side, basically the previous owner had put some mirrors here, so it's really rough. We're gonna fill that. You see some little dings and stuff like that we're gonna get to. And then the engine bay I talked about the other day. Started cleaning up the firewall, and I'm gonna work more down in this corner, getting that all cleaned up, and possibly if I get it cleaned up enough, I can have that in primer today as well. Yeah. So I'm gonna do this before video, and then I will get you hopefully an after video. I also painted some of the Porsche parts last night, so show you what those look like, and yeah, see you in a bit. All right, so I just want to add in a little bit right here, show you guys. Yeah, so I had the filler on before. But as you can see, there's actually a high spot here and here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hammer that down and then do our last putty, sand that down. Again, this was all previous body work that I'm trying to fix. Kind of pain in the ass, but it's all right. Keep going. All right, so we got that hammered down, all good. There is a small little dent right here, which we knew or saw before. And then this, we did not see before, but we knew something was going on here. You could tell that there was some body filler there. So we're gonna fill that, or pull that, then fill it, and make it not wavy like it was before. We also found some body filler down here, and I would safely assume that there's something going on in this body line just by the way it feels. You know, with this type of paint job where it's this you know, single stage white, you know, it hides a lot, so we are definitely going to find something. I just saw, you know, there's something going on right there. Lots of little problems, but go through the whole thing. And again, I hope to have, like I said, this quarter in primer, and possibly this door instead of the engine bay today, just because there's so many little things going on, and I want to get it in primer so we can block it and make it straight. All right, so we got most of the door ready for a little bit of filler, and then we'll prep the rest of it for primer. As you can see, found a lot more problems that weren't taken care of the correct way, but will be now. And then here we go, more body filler, which is the reason that this car, the body lines are totally off or non-existent. So we're going to take all this out do it the correct way, blend it all in, make the body lines correct. So yeah, more fun stuff. As you can see, this car's been repainted a few different times. And basically the last time, as I was saying before, the single stage white, as you can see, hides just so much stuff, which we're finding now. Alright, so ground out all this. This was all body filler here. I don't know why. You can see there's a couple low spots, a couple little dings here and there. That can get a little bit of filler, but majority of this is relatively nice. Again, I don't know why before they did all that filler. Kind of nuts, but it really wasn't finished correctly and came out like crap. All these little holes where they were doing fender flares, or flares on the quarter here, we will tack those in and then fill it after it's been ground down. This was all body filler here. There's a decent little ding right there, and then I basically just found this is a giant dent right here. I shouldn't say giant, I mean it's not really that big, but definitely sunk in compared to how it should be, and that could be for many reasons. I don't think you'll be able to see it on the video, but again, with this white, it's super hard to see this kind of stuff. You really have to feel every square inch of every panel, and that's what you find, stuff like that. So we're gonna fix that and just keep moving along, but making really good progress today. What's up, guys? All right, so end of the day here. It's not in primer, I know, but we did get a lot done. We got all those holes welded in from the flares, filled those. Got a little bit of putty there, a little bit of finishing putty. As you saw, we found tons of problems throughout the door. Got majority of those finished up. Gonna do some fine putty, and then should be good for primer. Got all this stripped out. Got this about 90% finished. Same here, welded in the patch there. This quarter panel looking really good. As you saw, I found a decent sized dent there on the bottom. Pulled that a little bit, filled that. Bringing back the body line. Again, not quite finished, but you can see she's looking a lot better than she was. Still gonna need a little bit more, but again, we didn't anticipate so many problems. We do have down here, this was all body filler, probably about, I don't know, probably about ½ inch thick. Down there, they just put it right over the rust. Terrible. What else? Back here, got these welded in. Mike came by, helped me out with that. We still have to grind that obviously, but you can see here, just like so much body filler here. We're gonna grind all that out and see if we can't shape the metal better. You can see the other hole down here, same issue, just tons of filler. Again, I don't know why, I don't know what the issue is yet until we take it down, but we want to fill these squares here first, get those welded in. You can see the other one, the other emblem was removed, welded. Gonna fix it. We got the other holes welded on this side as well. You can see that one still needs to be ground out, but you can also see that there's a ton of body filler So we will find a lot more problems as we go. That's why stuff, you know, always takes longer than anticipated, but keep pushing through it and keep it going. I hope to have this side of the car finished and primed Monday-ish. Hopefully I can get the rest of this stuff smoothed out. The other issue that we're running into is this car has been repainted a few times, so as we take everything down to bare metal, there's just a lot of feathering out to do. But yeah, it's getting there. Well, that's all again for today. We're gonna do some more of this, some more of the Porsche, and hydro dip on Monday. So definitely have a cool video for then. If you guys could, please subscribe if you're not already. I want to try and grow this channel. If you guys have any ideas for content you'd like to see, let me know. And I'll catch you on the next one.